Yep,
Oh,
that's
we're
where I'm
live.
gonna be.
We're live. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk here in a minute. We're just gonna let it go for a minute. I gotta go get my deal, and I don't want to pay these fucking guys $45 to fucking talk about football in here. Just show my live and my intro. That's crazy as hell. But I'm gonna pay it anyway, so I don't care.
What?
So like StreamYard, they
Uh
used to
huh.
like charge you like $20 to go live to have all your shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he only paid like $220, 240 a year to use it in the lives. But now they want to fucking bump this dumb shit up for the same exact fucking perks for $45 a month. So now it's like fucking 500 fucking 50 or so for a year. And these motherfuckers want to go make you go pay for that shit just so I can run my intro and have my logo up on the top of the map. It's just dumb as hell.
Have you heard of Restream or checked into that?
You know, I've been looking into a different stream right now. They
Restream
do.
is another show that I'm on. It's a lot cheaper, and he's still gonna have a lot of guests on if he wants to and stuff like that. But I don't know if it will be conducive with your show, what you want to show. But Restream, I
Yeah,
would
if
at
it's
least
just
check
like
into
this,
that.
we can just have our stuff on there. Then I
Yeah.
don't really care, but I don't charge nobody shit, so I'm not gonna try to
Right.
pay no fucking $600 a year to just stream fucking lives. Like I think that's crazy, but and like I said, I didn't have a problem at $20. I'm like $20, $20, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going on there and you're just fucking giving $50 a fucking month. Oh, $50, $50. Fuck that shit. I'm good on all that.
I would check into that because I know one podcaster that I'm on show with that he switched over to that because of the price, and
Uh,
he has no limitations
yeah,
to what
I've got
he.
a few StreamYard type deals, like the one you're talking about, and so on. And like they say, every one of them are just $20. Uh, but StreamYard, I don't know what the hell came up these guys' ass, dude, where they're just like, oh yeah, we just want to charge everybody
Well,
fucking
they're the big
price.
dogs right now.
Yeah, it's double our price. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, I don't. It is whatever. It's
Just a suggestion. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a podcaster. I'm just a guest. You know what I'm saying?
fucking the suggestions are good. Just guys are horrible. Um, all right, we can just start up. Uh, we can just start up right now. I don't really care. Um, Salute to everybody up in the chat, dude. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to Mike showing up here. Might have a few other people showing up here tonight. Here in a little bit. I appreciate all you guys showing up. If you want to give a shout out, Mike, you're more than welcome to give a shout out. So
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do a show with it's Raiders underscore football. Raiders underscore football. And I do show with them and I do a show with Raiders Shield family that's supposed to be kicking back up next month. I don't know what's going on with that channel, but so those are the two channels you can catch me on. But I don't have my own channel. So I'm just a guest or a co-host, you know, a guest on this channel. And
heck yeah.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me. Yeah, Raiders underscore football. It's with your jurors. Good stuff. And Raiders Shields family. Hopefully, we're going to be kicking back up in November.
Heck yeah. Everybody check it out, man. If you got the link in there and you can put it up in there, put it in there. Really do appreciate it. I can grab it here in a little while, throw it up if somebody don't grab it. Appreciate everybody popping up. Best Properties, Jack. Appreciate everybody, man. So outside of that, man, just gonna hop into it. You know, we talked a lot about the team last night. Then they go out to the owners' meeting today. First thing, you know, Mark's stupid. You know, Mark's a fucking clown. You know, I think at the end of the day, the guy pops up. You know, he says like nobody's job's in jeopardy. We're gonna, you know, go forward. We believe in this. Blah 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 bullshit. But you know, this is the thing I hate about when you have an owner that doesn't know football. You have it's like there are certain things that you can just look at the team. It doesn't take all year. It doesn't take, you know, we're not going to have a fucking miracle, you know, like bar a miracle and just some holy water falls from the sky and these dudes just start changing their shit. Like Gino don't have an arm to throw fucking deep. He throws into double and triple coverage all the fucking time. The guy is just dumb as shit. He's worse than fucking Gardner Minshew. He's worse than Jimmy, dude. Like he's not. You can't even say he's Gardner 2.0 or Jimmy 2.0. This guy is absolute dog shit. So I think at the end of the day, we cannot be sitting here thinking that if we get through this bye and we play Jacksonville and Denver and all these others, like Gino's just going to magically put it together and the players are going to put it together. And we're just going to come out here and win. And if Brock's here, he's the missing piece. And, you know, it's just a lot of blah, 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 blah. I mean, when you go out and start the first game of the year, you got to take a lot of things into consideration. Everybody's got new pieces. There's no tape on nobody because nobody's practiced or played yet. There's a lot outside of the preseason, you know, like there's a lot of things that go into the very first game, you know, and to go into the Patriots and, you know, etch out the win like we did and had a good game in there. I'm not going to discredit that game, but from then on, it's been the exact opposite. We play okay football when we play shit teams and we play freaking just the worst football on the face of the earth, dude, pretty much to the point where you have people saying like the Raiders don't even belong on the same field as the Chiefs or in the
Mm.
don't even look like an NFL team, you know, like you can't be we can't go from AP and Josh McDaniels, okay? Like we can't fire Josh McDaniels that had a fucking damn good offense, dude, and the defense just sucked, just like it has been for a long time under Patrick Graham. I've said this for a long time, dude. Patrick Graham sucks. And we can't go from Josh McDaniels, fire him and say he's trash, and we can't go to AP and fucking fire him and say he's fucking trash, but we're gonna just say fucking Pete. We just gotta be patient. You know, like fuck you, man. Like AP's team may look like shit, but he had a better we could run better with Zamir fucking White than we can with Ashton Jeanty behind the exact same fucking line. But Brendan Carroll absolutely refuses to fucking change the rotation back. And they want to fucking come to the podium and say stupid shit like, oh, we've put a lot of time into this. Well, you know, we put a lot of time into this line. We've had a lot of time in here. Motherfucker, you ain't a lot of time. You just got here. You literally just had the team just in the off season. I mean, you didn't put in a lot of time for shit. You know, like what's happening here is you guys are fucking up shit, and then you're gonna want to trade fucking players. You want to give up shit, and you know you're gonna start altering the team in all kinds of ways. You said you wanted your quarterback, you got your fucking quarterback, but again, I made reports during the fucking camp. I made reports numerous fucking times about how Aiden fucking wasn't throwing as many interceptions. He looked fucking pretty damn good inside there. I said that Gino was throwing fucking picks left and fucking right. All kind of people said, oh, it's just fucking practice. blah, blah, blah. This guy is absolutely the worst quarterback in the league, dude. Like, it's not even close. And we're talking about his mobility, what he can do on the run, how he's going to help this fucking team. This guy can't help himself. Fucking the only thing he helps himself with is throwing interceptions because he probably gets a bonus at the end of the year for throwing picks. You know, fucking dude throws into triple coverage. He's over there looking like, oh, he knows he knows that it ain't going to the fucking receiver. So why is he looking so hard so he can see it go to the other team? You know, like Geno is absolutely horrible. And we're not trying to bench him. We're not trying to fucking hold any consequence for it. Mark Davis just knows he ponied up a lot of money in this deal between Chip Kelly, fucking Pete Carroll. I mean, like I've said, Patrick Graham was his pick, dude. Like, he didn't want to fucking let Patrick Graham go. So he told Pete that he's going to fucking play with him. They don't get along. They don't mesh well at all, Pete and Patrick. The defense suffers for it. It's just straight fucking facts, dude. We look worse. We are a worser team with the same players, if not a few better, and we look worse. And we're just like, yep, well, we're going to have them till next year. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like, look, I was sitting here just messing around today because I'm just like, after I heard the news from the players meeting about them saying like Pete and them are safe, this, that, the other, I was just like, oh boy. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm Googling, and I was like, can't remember what I put. I put in something like, what NFL franchise has suffered the most by an owner's greed over the money versus building the team. And it fucking popped up. Number one team was the Oakland / Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
fucked up.
Then I started fucking going through it and started reading it. And it was like, yeah, ever since Mark Davis has taken over, he cares more about the brand and the money. He's gone from a $300 million team to fucking $5 billion team, 230, it was like 240 million or 300 million. Let's just say 300 million, given benefit of the doubt, all the way up to 5 billion with a B, like his money jumped massively over there. And with the marketing and how he does out the stadium and all this shit, his revenue has turned massively. But the report also said that player fucking development, consistency with coaches, all these things basically popped up and said like the Raiders are the worst team in the NFL when it comes to player development. Like, there's nobody been developed here outside of Max Crosby, period. Like, the consistency with coaches are just fired left and right. It just had a whole line of shit. I mean, you guys can look it up. It just had a whole line of shit. And I just sit here and think about it all the time. Like, if you have an owner that's more worried about the money and not worried about the legacy, that's what they were talking about. Like, they have the legacy of the name and the fans is why it doesn't really hurt the team, because they're going to be there regardless of the record. So they were talking about like if it was a different team that didn't have the loyalty, like that shit would just blow up in their face, like it'd be over and done. But because it's the Raiders, dude, it's just like you can be bad and still make revenue like no tomorrow. It's just, and I know why. It's just because the colors, you know what I mean? And being down there in California and being still here in the West Coast, people are still just buying it for the, the color, how it looks, things of those. Because if you talk to most Raider fans these days, they're dumb as fuck. Like, they're just dumb fucking. They don't know shit about the team. They don't know shit about the history. They don't know shit about the players. They want to talk on the team, but it only hurts the fucking team. If people are sitting here talking like I was talking about Geno in the beginning of the season, we wouldn't be in the fucking mess we're in right now. So our options are pretty fucking basic. Like, we already seen Pickett fucking start out in the offense, and he fucking struggled right away. And he played up backups and fucking, second and third stringers, dude, and still struggled. They literally pulled out Gardner Minshew over there on the fucking, in Chiefs and he kicked our ass. Like people sit here and say like, oh, you got to go over and you got to know the systems and all. If you go to good systems, man, players are going to play just as good as the team plays because of the coach. You can see here, like we have no structure, dude. Like we have no structure. We don't have. I mean, outside of Max's loyalty, like that's really the reason why those guys fucking play out there on the field. It ain't because of the coach, it's because of Max, because Max most definitely keeps them in line defensively. So people are going to play to his standard, dude, but this coaching staff is just horrible. And I mean, Patrick might be a good players coach when it comes to the players. So I'm not going to discredit Patrick either, because I'm not there on the field to sit and say what Patrick does or not. I would say because of stuff I've heard about Patrick, I would probably say like he's probably more favored with the players, but I would say regardless of that or not, this isn't about friendships. This is about a business, and the business says it's got an offense and a defense. The defense lets the fucking offense not score points. So the less points the defense fucking don't allow, the better the defense is. That means that's how you be number one. You don't get to be number one when your fucking cornerback throws over 420 fucking yards. That's like wide receiver fucking numbers, and you don't bench him. Like you can't say that you're a competent coach and team when you have players on this motherfucking field that are absolute dog shit. And we're just sitting here saying it's okay. It's okay. We just need practice. Well, I don't know what they're giving Mark. I don't know what's going on here, but you don't practice in an NFL game. That's not how it works. If we go over here in the end of the year and we try to get fancy with the Chiefs are going to beat down on us in our own home. Like they're going to fucking beat us in our own damn home, and they're probably just not even going to get back. And I've said,
They always do.
you can't mistake your team, how good you think you are when they're laying down their players, benching them, sitting them out, and then we're out here trying to play with Geno. Like, listen, any person that thinks Geno should be the quarterback going forward is just absolutely crazy. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. I don't think there's any scheme that you're going to give Geno that's going to fit to him. Period. Geno has shown already in the first 5 games basically what he is. He throws deep on players and he connects a few times a game. He's going to get good yards. His yards are inflated, dude. It's just what it is. When you look at his interception touchdown ratio, his interception ratio says that he's more logic to throw it to double and triple coverage than he is to complete a touchdown. It's just facts that the guy's going to throw 30 interceptions this year with like 15 touchdowns, and we still want him to be the starter. Mark Davis wants to sit here and let Pete Carroll still go out there chipping everybody with no consequence. There would be coaches out there losing it right now. Like I'd love to see Jerry's crazy ass go over there and start doing shit like this. Like, listen, Jerry's team looked like not playing that well, due to whatever reason, players injured, traded, so on. Didn't look like it was playing too good of a team. Then all of a sudden they come back, they get CeeDee Lamb, they start getting players, and the whole entire team turns around. It even gets to the point where the Cowboys feel like they're good enough right now to win that they called the Raiders to try to trade for Max Crosby. And, thank goodness the Raiders said, well, we ain't trading his ass. So period, done deal. I would say like Dallas feels the disgruntled here that they had the nerve to call here and ask, you want to trade Max? And I've said it, dude. Like, if I can pull 2 first-round picks from the Cowboys right now, and you're telling me I get 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years for mine and theirs, like, I'm probably doing it because at the end of the day, I'm a realist, man. I know, like, why am I going to pay out a guy $35 million per year, going to lose, dude? We're not even going to get fucking 8 wins. It's the same thing I'm thinking about right now. It's like, okay, if we come in here after the bye and let's just say we win 3-4 games at the end of the year that are pointless games where dudes know they're locked in the playoffs. They're not going to play players, things of those factors, right? But we're over here thinking like, yeah, let's go win these games. So we have the second overall pick in the NFL draft that can get us our fucking quarterback, because I do not care what any person thinks. If they feel like Geno is a fucking quarterback for us for the future, you are just as crazy as Pete Carroll is, dude. Like, it's just facts, like you are just as batshit crazy as that old man. If we have the second, third, fourth, fifth pick in this year's draft, you have to get a quarterback, dude. Like, you got to get a quarterback. We can't sit here and say Cam Miller is our future as the round pick over here, played for a freaking under, ranked school fucking, but this is our guy. Like, listen, I like Cam, I like Aiden, but there's no way you're going to tell me that if you got Ty Simpson at that second or fifth pick, that he's going to be better than him. You are absolutely crazy, dude. And if we don't get a quarterback after the last 3 freaking years that we haven't got a quarterback, then we're only hurting our team even that much more. Like, we have to start sitting here and say, if we're going to have a rebuild, or it cannot be with the idea that Geno will be our future, and we're going to go to the promised land with him. Bullshit. Like, that guy, he needs to take a seat right now. Like, he don't need to wait till the end of the season. That guy needs to take a seat right now. Like, I don't care if you play Aiden with a broken wrist. Like, I don't care if you go over here and play Cam Miller. Geno just cannot play no more, dude. And every minute he stays out on that field just shows like we absolutely don't care. And any person that thinks that the Raiders are going to take an O lineman in that top pick, you're just fucking crazy as hell, dude. There's no way I'm going to be picking an offensive O lineman with a top 5 pick, let alone the first overall pick in the draft. And I've said this, there's only been one time O-line has ever been picked in the draft at the first overall pick. It was fucking Orlando Pace. But you're not picking, there ain't no team picking a O-lineman at the first pick. I mean, just absolutely not. I would just say, like, for us, I feel like quarterback is 100% need here. Like, you can't just go out. Look, we can trade for fucking Woolen right now. That would help our cornerback room out right this second. It would make us a better team. We'd be better all around having 2-6-4 fucking corners sitting on that outside with Porter and Woolen. Like, we can have a really good damn deal, but we're not going to have it with Patrick Graham. We're not going to have it with Pete, dude. Pete's system is outdated. It's just straight facts. Watch the last game. Like, they played zone coverage, dude, where dudes were literally following the fucking tight end 5 yards out, 7 yards out, and then the fucking tight or linebacker just turns around and goes back and lets Kelsey just run fucking 20 yards outside, not even a fucking soul in sight, dude, just to be thrown to. Like, you just can't do that type of shit, man. Like, you can't do that and think that you're going to go out and beat good teams. We're going to go play Denver. They're going to kick shit out of us, dude. Like, you're going to play the Eagles. You're going to play even the Browns. Browns going to kick shit out of us. I mean, our best chance to win right now would be against Jacksonville coming out of this bye, because one, they just got whooped up in freaking London. They're on flight back. They're over here. Like, they've taken a hit the last few weeks. So I would say Jacksonville would be pretty much the best option we have to go and get a win. If we're going to get one right here.
Oh, man, you're getting all kinds of kisses. I'm getting jealous. Where's my wife? Where's my wife? Come and give me kisses.
Yeah, I feel like if you go with the mentality of Mark, that ever since he's taken over this team, we have been absolutely fucking cursed. Like, we've been absolutely cursed, dude. Like, I've said it, outside of John Gruden building this team, we just cannot fucking get it. It doesn't matter what coaches, it doesn't matter who we bring here, it doesn't matter the staff, like Mark ain't gonna sit and say, yeah, I just bumped up, damn $25 million out of my pocket to pay these guys, and now we gotta fire them because everybody in the nation fucking says it. You know, like what was he saying when people were saying about Josh? Oh, use your brain, and then he fires him on Halloween. You know, like I feel like if we can't see the writing on the wall here already, like I've said it, Luke Getsy's offense didn't even suck this fucking bad, and neither did Gardner. And we're over here with Chip fucking averaging 16.6 points per game, and we're cool with that. Like you can't fucking do that, man. Like you absolutely can't do that shit. I just feel like the reason that I feel like the Raiders hinder a lot is because one, their fan base don't know shit about football. They're just dumb educated as hell. Most of them's never even played the game. Most of them don't even understand the game. They just get around a group of people that they know. They talk about football, and then they think they know about football. Then they keep reiterating this bullshit like about, oh, Geno fucking came from Seattle. He's going to be a good quarterback. He's going to take this team and take us to the playoffs. And everybody instantly jumps ship because they said, oh, this is a Pete Carroll guy. It's his guy. He's bringing them here. They're going to fucking win. And they look like pee-wee fucking football. They got good fucking players here between Ashton Jeanty, fucking Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, frickin' Thornton, Tucker, fucking Jacoby, and we can't fucking move the ball but 67 fucking yards. I haven't seen Aiden O'Connell suck that bad outside the one fucking game that they couldn't throw past the third fucking quarter. But the next time Aiden visited him, he dropped 340 yards and 2 touchdowns with 140 to fucking Brock Bowers on 10 receptions. You know, a massive fucking difference, dude. But every single game that Geno has played where he talks about leadership, coming in here, motivating, fucking being a leader in here, and then he gets dog whomped by the fucking Colts and by the fucking Chiefs now. And AP and Josh McDaniels tender being here, getting beat by 17 points or more in 25 and 20, maybe 25 and 26 games. AP and Josh McDaniels only had a 18% fucking rate on there. Only happened to him twice. Over that fucking 2 years in the 26 of 25 games. It only happened twice. Pete Carroll in the first 5 fucking games already had it happen 2 fucking times already. He was batting 40 fucking percent. You know, like fucking, like we were already battling right off the get-go. And we sit here and we talk about that this team is fucking worse. I swear to God that he said when he fucking came over here, when we came over here, I could have swore to God that they said right away that they said, we got a 10-win team. We have a better assemble here. This is the best secondary I've seen in my life. Outside of even Seattle, some of my players will be jealous for me even bringing it up like that. He would say a lot of fucking things. He said a lot of comments. People said that Pete Carroll is a great evaluator. Pete knows how to see and evaluate fucking talent. He says all these things, right? But he gets here, nobody's developing. Play calling is fucking abysmal. It's not even close to being anything. It's a Pop Warner league at best. Defense got worse. Freaking special teams is sucking when that was probably one of our strongest deals. This whole entire team is falling apart, and we're okay with it. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what's going on here? How do you make a statement that you didn't just say it once? You said it multiple times. How do you make a statement that you say the secondary for this team here is one of the best that I've played with, even out of the one in Seattle? So that means he practiced with them. That means that they ran plays with them, and he made an accusation against a Super Bowl fucking team. And these guys can't stop no one save their life. They cannot stop nobody to save their life. The coaches will not bench their players. Like, you think they're benching them for Aiden and Cam? I fucking highly doubt it. They're not benching them for fucking Pickett. That's for sure. Like, it's taken 2 games for them to get over, you know, just a straight ass beating to say, okay, we're gonna bench him now. But even when they benched him, it isn't because he played bad. It's because they were getting beat. They're gonna go into a bye. But when we come back out, he'll be the starter. There's not gonna be somebody else starting. So there's no punishment.
It's gonna be that motherfucker again.
Yeah. And we're gonna be right back in the same damn deal against Jacksonville, right back in our own house again. And you know why Mark doesn't care? You know why Mark don't care? Because he sold out the stadium to the away team. So what does he care if we don't get our shit sold out for us? He doesn't
I think
care.
there should have been some kind of message set for the Titans game where the top ring of that place was pretty much unoccupied, because Titans fans don't travel well. And the Raider fans just said, fuck it, I'm not going. And that place was pretty three-quarters empty, or three-quarters full, I should say. And that should send a message to Mark Davis if that's all he cares about is his goddamn money, which I know he does, because I had 17 years season tickets in the Black Hole in Oakland, and there's no way I can afford. I can't even. I've been to 2 games in Vegas. That's it. That's all I can afford. I can't afford it. It's they, you know, the Raiders are a blue collar team. They got blue collar fans. We can't afford, $3,000 to go see a fucking football game, if we don't live in Vegas. For the flights, the hotels, the food, the tickets. We can't afford this shit.
Yeah, it's facts. I mean, and who wants to go pay that kind of money just to watch your team get beat down anyways?
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to go and do that, and that's just facts. Like you can support it to an extent. When you're in the town and you do stuff for them and you get passes to games, things like that. Yeah, who's not going to go watch the game? But nobody's going to load up in California, out here in Oregon, or even from other states. It's like you said about only being 3/4, right? This is how Mark looks at it. Played the Titans. They're the second worst team in the league. Their fan base isn't going to follow because they suck. The majority of the teams that'll visit here are going to be a winning team where their fan base does fucking follow. So it's not going to matter if it's the away or the home that's getting it. That's the stadiums are going to sell, and then the ticket prices are going to make sure they make that money. You know what I mean? Like these guys are a market. They're a marketing system. They're not sitting here trying to do what's best for the team, not in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
There's nothing that I feel like. Who are they going to trade for in the trade deadline when they already had $30 million that they could have bought these damn dudes during free agency and started the season off with these guys? But now we're hoping the teams are going to sell their players. And don't get me wrong, there will be teams that sell their players. There's going to be teams that are going to move on from people and so on because they can't afford, just like we don't want to pay Jacoby. Jacoby literally came out and said, yeah.
There's the little one. What's up?
Oh, what's up, bro?
What's his name?
His name's Austin.
Austin, how you doing, Austin?
Tell him what's up, man.
He's like, I'm with my dad. I don't give a shit about you.
What's up, bro?
I don't. Sorry, I don't give.
You tell him Raiders. Huh? Tell him Raiders.
I'll do it first, Austin. Raiders.
Did they say Raiders? You tired?
No.
No? So what are you doing?
I'll hug you.
You giving me hugs? Yeah. Heck yeah, I love you too, bro.
What tell me?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not good. Yeah.
How old are you, Austin?
How old?
I'm going off the phone, so
3 years
2?
old. 3.
Oh, 3. 3.
Heck yeah. Good job, bro.
Man, you talk good for a 3-year-old.
Tell him, heck yeah, I talk good, man. Tell him that's what I do. You talk football? Sit up. Huh? You talk football or what?
No.
The Raiders?
No.
Huh?
No.
How come?
I'm sorry.
You gonna sit by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sit by me. It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the boy?
Yeah, that's you and me.
You, me.
Yeah. That's you right there. That's me. And that's Mike right there.
Not
Yeah. You tell him hi. You want to give him bumps?
no.
Oh, come on, man. You gonna leave me hanging? You gonna leave me
You
hanging?
did. Oh, all right. You goober. What do you think? We should trade Mark Davis? I think we should trade Mark Davis.
No.
Huh?
Please.
Well, you can trade him, get rid of him.
No.
Send him right down the road, man.
No.
We gotta get rid of that guy.
No.
He's hurting our team.
No.
He's hurting the Raiders, man. You know what Mark reminds me of, dude, is a guy that sits behind a desk just waiting to collect a check for every item that gets sold for the Raiders. You know, he's like that movie that's like, oh, another one sold today. Get it over here. You know, like he's a horrible guy. The guy's horrible.
It's not the owner, huh?
Yeah.
You can't. Can you trade an owner?
Fucking no, he can't
No.
trade an owner, but I'd love to trade that motherfucker in a heartbeat.
He just looks weird to me. He looks like a wax person.
He's just there for the money, man. He doesn't care.
How long ago did they go to Vegas? Like years ago, huh?
A few years ago.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the ticket.
Yeah, it was the ticket until we got a greedy owner.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think Mark, man, like I think if there's certain owners that suck as bad as we have for 20 years, you know, and ever since he's taken over, in 2011, I think when he took over, like if you just suck for that long, you should have to go under evaluation, and then you should be fucking forced to sell the team or hold a share of it, but have to give up the team. Like if it's bad management, there's only 32 teams in the whole NFL. You're trying to have the best in the world. It's the best in the world. There's nobody else that can create it. There's nobody else that can have it. You can mimic all the leagues you want, but it's not going to be the NFL. I feel like when they don't reach a standard of bringing in the right people or coaches or development, or you know, you can't go out, and I've said it, outside of Max, what players have developed. We can't sit here and say, oh yeah.
And if you had Gruden and Carr, like, why didn't they just
We
stick
can't
with that?
sit there and say like Brock Bowers was developed or not. He came here that way. You know, if players come here good, we can't take credit and say that we made them. We didn't fucking make them. They were already good. You know, like our team it's just like Gino, man. Everybody talked this guy up the whole entire time, and he's absolute horrible. He's absolute horrible.
Austin, say goodnight, then.
So, good night, bro. I love you too. Can you shut the light back up?
People?
Yeah, dude, right here, bro. All the time.
Damn. Look. Oh, shit. I gotta watch my language. I'm sorry.
It's all good. He's heard plenty worse. But I mean, it starts with the owner, man. I keep saying this. People are looking at Jerry like he's fucking crazy, right? That's what people want to do. They want to look at Jerry like he's fucking crazy. But listen, he offered Parsons the fucking contract, and he offered him pretty fucking high contract. And the fact that Parsons said that he would be team friendly, all this shit, and then he fucking ended up signing with Green Bay for more money. Parsons' deal and what Jerry's deal, they just don't match up. Like, it's just what it is. Instead of Jerry going through all the fucking turmoil and all of it, he tried, he couldn't get it done. He said, fuck it, let's just trade him. Just like John fucking Gruden did. Just trade the motherfucker. Team struggles for a minute. People think it's whack job. The guy's crazy. He fucking gets his players back. They start fucking winning against good fucking teams. And Jerry sees it, and you know what he says? Hey, let's try to go get another DN like Parsons, and let's go after Max. Like Jerry,
Right.
most definitely trying to make the team fucking better. Show me one fucking time that the Raiders have done any type of shit like that at any fucking point in this time that fucking Mark fucking Davis runs the goddamn team. He's not aggressive. He doesn't go after fucking players. You know why he doesn't go after players? Because he doesn't know who the fucking players are to begin with. He has no fucking idea. So he's not in there fucking thinking, hell, let's go target fucking guys. And then other guys that are fucking management of our team is ran by the head coach, and they're too fucking afraid to pull the trigger and go after a fucking player. But when you have fucking, owners that are trying to fucking win, they're like, do whatever it takes. The Eagles in week 2 of the season were already trading for halfback replacements, fucking receivers, fucking linemen. I mean, they already got a solid fucking team as it is, and they were over there trying to get all kind of motherfuckers to be that much more better. Like, we don't do that shit. We're fucking just coming to this year hoping that Pete Carroll is going to be the savior because Mark Davis fucking said, like, Mark Davis is trash, dude. Like, he literally hires Spytech, then tells Spytech who the head coach is going to be and who the defensive coordinator is going to fucking be. And then when Pete gets here, he tells them who the offensive coordinator is going to fucking be. Spytech don't get to run the fucking team. He just manages their fucking bullshit. Like, that's all he's doing. He's just managing their fucking circus, dude. Mark's circus with Mark's clowns. Like, literally, like, I think Mark is the worst owner out there, dude. And if we keep having an owner like this, we're just going to be hurting. Like, what's the only logic move here in the trade deadline? Trade for Woolen. You got to get a fucking corner. So if it's not Woolen, it needs to be a fucking corner. Like, you need to get guy that can replace Kai Blue Kelly, which is the worst corner in the whole NFL. So you need to start fixing the team by replacing bad players. That's how that works. That's how you build a team to be better fucking team is you get rid of the trash and then you fucking put in better motherfuckers. You don't just sit here and tell them, oh, hell, we'll just keep playing Kai. And every time you come to the podium, you tell the Raider Nation, oh, yeah, he's playing great ball right now. Man, fucking Raider fans are dumb as hell already, and you're going to go over there and tell them that this guy's playing great ball? Shit.
Well,
Wait till they go and start talking to somebody. They're going to be like, hey, this guy is elite. He's, oh, boy.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason every other team is going at Caillou Blue Kelly. They're definitely targeting him, and that sucks for him. But there's a reason they're doing that because okay, he sucks. So I mean that's why they're going at him, and they're having tremendous success against him. So it's not going to change. It's not because if he was great, they wouldn't be going at him. He just, I don't know what happened to him this year, man. I really had high expectations for him, but he has just basically sucked this year.
Yeah, when you're in the jungle, they attack the weak, man. That's part of the game,
Right. That's
And
it, man.
he is getting destroyed, and
Yeah.
our coaching staff doesn't put in Porter for whatever reason. Like, what's the reason that you don't put in Porter? You know what I mean? Like, how come we're into week 7, just got mutilated, and we're not putting out our best players out there to compete or try to develop to be better? We're sitting over here saying Ashton Genty picked at the 6th pick, be an elite halfback in his career. We run him for a 6 count against the Chiefs. Like, where does that come in at? Who thought of that one?
there are so many decisions that are being made that are just mind-boggling. And I thought with Pete Carroll, I bought the hopium train. Yeah, I'm on the peace train again, and thinking, oh, we got guys in place that can make you know good assessments and put the best people in, and that has not been happening. It's just ludicrous. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I feel like our team, this is why I kind of wish like for one, I don't want to say it to be bad about it, but it's just a reality and it's a fact. Carol is the majority owner of the Raiders. She's the one that owns the Raiders. It's not Mark. Mark just is the face
right,
of the
right.
Raiders.
Yeah,
Fucking Carol's gonna pass away. Mark's gonna have to pay the capital gains tax on there, which is fucking something like 300 something fucking million, which is chump change to Mark now. When Mark was in Oakland, there's a reason why he jumped over to go to Vegas, because if she was to pass, he didn't have the money to pay the tax gain on there for him to take her shares. So it would have been diverted to the NFL, and then the NFL
right.
disputes it how they feel needed. And at the end of the day, he moves, he obviously makes the money. So when she passes, he takes over full control, as they only
Right.
own 35%. It's not, they don't even own fucking nowhere close to half. They only own 35% of the Raiders,
Right.
uh, because they've been selling off
They own the majority.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And not only that, I wouldn't have doubted that there are groups that have higher majority. I just feel like there was probably terms in the deal that why the Davis name's alive, they'll be the ones that represent the Raiders, is the reason why I feel like it'll be. And don't get me wrong, if you're holding 35% and you sold off your whole entire team, your percentage, but you only sold them in tens and 15s, then
Right. He has a.
you never get down below that. You're going to always have the majority regardless. So,
I think it's very specifically towards that is where they're owning less and less in the team, but they still own the majority because it's so spread out.
yep. And so my question is like, Carol's old. Like, she's old. And
Right. Yeah, she's in her 90s, isn't she?
yeah, fucking 90s or hundreds. Fuck, she's up there, man. Fucking.
Yeah.
And this is how I think about it. Al obviously lived a good life. Carol lives a good life. He's already fucking 65 or 70. Like, he's already old. So I think like at the end of the day, we're gonna have Mark for a little bit while longer for sure. But the real question comes down, no matter if Mark's the owner and he runs this fucking team into the ground and we suck just like we do right now for the next 10 fucking 20 more years,
Mm,
who's the team going to after that? Because after
that's
that, dude,
about all I got left.
yeah,
That's
it's
about all I got left, Dustin. About
all
20 more years.
fuck. I mean, I'm gonna have the same thing. Like I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, it's like my whole life has been the Raiders. I've always backed them. I've always studied them. I've always tried to put takes out there and post about
Hmm.
them, and say, hey, man, in my opinion, I think we should do it. I just hope like people would hear it. But you'll talk to these guys and they're like brainwashed. They're like brainwashed. Somebody tells them something, they're parrots of what that person says, and they don't research,
Mm.
don't study it. Like I've said, if they played it, they would know right away. It's like why people are like, how come you give up on them on week 2 right after the Patriot game, and then you're just going to give? I said, yeah, because you can see who the real team is. It doesn't. I don't need to watch the team all year long to know like they're making big mistakes. These are not just a little mistake where you're like, hey, if we fix this one mistake, we're going to be good. No, we're making too many mistakes, not only on just one side of the ball, but both sides of the ball. So there's no way that you're going to come with any type of logic sense and say, well, if they just fix these things, they can't fix one of them. What makes you think they're going to fix all of them? Like, we are not a competitive team. And if we sit here and believe that, Pete says, like, Pete's just trying to save grace right now. He literally said, oh, during the bye week, we're going to try to look and evaluate some of our younger guys that's been here, and we're going to see about playing them. Like, why weren't you playing them now? Why aren't you playing them right now? Like, explain to me why Darian Porter is put on a freaking rep count. Like, you're trying to play him like if we're in basketball, dude, and you're putting him on what are those damn things where they load management? Like, you're load managing freaking Ashton Genty, Darian Porter, numerous players on the team. Like, we are not playing basketball, we're playing football. And the way I've always watched any player in my whole life develop was put him in there and let him play. If he sucks, he sucks. And if he learns to get better, kudos to him. We're not even fucking doing that. Kai Blue Kelly gives up 400 and something yards, wide receiver numbers, literally wide receiver numbers. You have Darian Porter chilling right here on the bench. Good man press corner. Shut that down. Ain't nobody even target him to that extent this year. Not even close. And he's on the bench, but this guy's still playing. Like, how? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If we're playing football and I'm the coach and this guy giving up anywhere even close to 250 yards, I'm benching his ass. He's getting benched. Hey, time out. Time out. Come here. Come on over here, bud. You are going to be taking a fucking seat right here permanently till you get better. Like, just straight up. Hey, dude, I just drafted in the 3rd round over here. Come here. Come here. Fucking you going to get the fuck out there and play. Now, this is your position until you play like him. When you give up 250 yards like this guy, then we're going to pull you out of the game too. But no, we don't do that. We just go out there, get beat down. They don't even want to target Porter, and Porter sitting on the bench. Like, I don't understand how our team is talking about that they're going to get better. They put Landon Roberts in coverage linebacker, and the guy cannot absolutely cover zero. He has zero coverage skill, and we're going to freaking put him out as linebacker to go cover players. Salute, Al. Appreciate you, bro.
Salute, fellas. Thanks for the invite. Go for it.
You can't sit here and say that you're trying to develop the team, make the team better, and you're playing all kinds of players where they should not be playing, not one rep whatsoever. And we're talking about we're a good team. No, we are absolutely not. No, we are absolutely not. If Zamir White can run behind the line last year, there's absolutely zero way that we can sit here and say Ashton Genty isn't the player that we thought he would be. Ashton Genty, you just can't. Bullshit. This guy's cutting dudes in the backfield, breaking off of them, picking up damn 10 yards, being 7 yards behind the line. That means he's running 17 yards to get 10 yards. And you want to sit here and say it's his fault. Like, that is absolute crazy. Like, it is just crazy how we're sitting here. Like, man, I'm just going to be honest, man. Like, our team plays like Joe Biden, just a fucking sleepy Democrat motherfucker. Like, literally, just no brain, no concept of shit. And that's exactly what we feel like right now. We feel like Joe Biden's our fucking head coach, and they're playing just like him. They're going to fall off their bicycles here real fucking soon, and we're going to say it's okay. We're going to say, hey, man, it's okay. Just go in the bathroom, dye your hair blue, come back out, scream a little bit. We're fucking good to go. Like, we can't fucking do that shit, dude. Like, this team is now covering for people that are straight garbage. We just covering for them. We just lying. We just straight lying. Like, you can't get better if all you're doing is lying. It ain't going to help you, ain't helping me, ain't helping nobody, dude. Like, this team has just gone off the deep end. It's just gone off the deep end, and even the coach himself has gone off. You know, people say Jerry Jones has gone off the deep end. Oh, I think it's Mark, man. Like, I think there's different ways you can look at how somebody hurts the team. Jerry hurts it because he wants to have his hand in it all the time, just like Al. He wants to draft. He wants to bring his people. He wants to have his vision. And then you got people like Mark that hurt it because all they're there for is the greed, the money, the advertisement, the fucking the logo, the fucking all of that. It's just there's two different types of people that just hinder the fucking team massively. I know you can't trade Mark. I know that 100%. But at the end of the day, he needs to fucking sell the team. Like, he needs to sell the damn team. Like, he needs to quit being the fucking owner. He needs to quit being the face. If Tom Brady has any type of point that says, hey, I want to run the Raiders and be a part of it, not just be here for a money part of it, then Tom needs to, pony up his fucking money, find the, the sponsors and shit, because, people will back him. And he just needs to come over right now. Like, he needs to come here right now. He needs to tell Mark Davis in the backfield, man, you fucking collect your money, but this is going to be my shit one day, so let me fucking go make this happen. Like, Mark should be plenty happy with that he went from 300 million to fucking 5 billion. He should be okay with sitting in the backfield right now because he can't get it done anyways. And he's literally said out of his own mouth that, hey, I don't know much about football. I'm just going to hire people that do. He's literally said that shit out of his own fucking mouth. Now, let Brady run the motherfucking team. Like, just let him make the decisions. Let them be his choices. Like, let him be your dad. Like, fucking, you failed. Like, you absolutely failed. Let him fucking go start fucking the team up himself now. But, the reason that they don't want to punish one guy or the other, because everybody's going to point fingers. Spytek's going to point fingers to Pete. Pete's going to point fingers to the fucking defense and fucking offense. Like, I said this right when Pete started talking. I don't know if people noticed this, but he said when Chip Kelly, he says Chip Kelly's office is right out the end of my door. The guy's a very smart man. He's a genius, blah, 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 blah. He just talk all kind of crazy bullshit about Chip when he's a moron. The guy's an absolute fucking moron. But long story short, he talks him up. But he also made it clear in his presser where he said, Patrick Graham's down the road from me. He's not by. He's like, we don't see eye to eye on fucking certain things in there. He's most definitely brought it up. So all I'm saying is like, Chip's already crazy, and Pete feels that he's a good informant, so he's talking to him. They're trying to game plan their vision here, and again, Pete's going to favor his son when Phil Bean should be the offensive line coach. Like, everybody knows that. Freaking Phil Bean should be the offensive line coach. He should be running the scheme. He'll have way better success than fucking Brendan Carroll. But fuck. I think these guys are just hurting the team so bad it's not even funny, man. And the owner is allowing it, and I don't know. I think it's crazy. But you guys have anything you want to add? Or Al, you want anything to add? You haven't talked yet. You have anything you want to bring up or talk about?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think there's a couple things that I wanted to say. So I agree. Like, it's been so Al died in October 2011, right? Rest in peace, Al.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, 14 years. So Mark Davis has been at the helm for 14 years. The teams that Mark Davis has fielded as owner in 14 years, we've had 2 playoff appearances, 2016 and 2021. The rest of those seasons, right, in the middle, before then, after, etc., they've all been pretty mediocre. Some extremely, extremely poor. And if you look on balance, and I'll look it up in a second, like his win-loss record as owner, it has to be pretty atrocious. And then just the way that he cycled through regime after regime, head coach after head coach, GM after GM. At some point, the common denominator in these 14 years has been Mark Davis, right? That's the common denominator through all this, era of mediocrity. And to be fair, like that preceded Mark, right? Because Al got long in the tooth. He probably was a little senile towards the end of his life, and he made some poor decisions. That being said, the guy who inherited the team, Mark, is a guy who admittedly doesn't know much about the game. And I think he doesn't really know much about football or how to manage the team. Something that I brought up on a live on DSR a couple years ago is I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Al with a young Mark or with Mark together. Like I've never seen that. So that just shows you he's
That's
never been around.
interesting. I never have either. That's fucking
I've
weird.
never seen a picture of them together. Especially like Al kept Mark away from the team. That's the sense that I get. Because I don't think Al trusted Mark with the team, and he wanted to keep him away from it.
Al literally told Mark that he would never be a good owner for the fucking Raiders. He literally fucking said it straight to his own son. But he didn't have nobody else to give the team to, so he still had to give him the fucking team.
Well, he gave it to his wife. I mean, she has the majority.
Yeah, but she's
Well,
what,
she ain't
like
giving
90
him the
something?
deal, but
Well, I know. She's, yeah, I know. That's sad. But
Yeah, she's up there in age, but
you
what I was
same
gonna
with my
say is,
mom.
and by the way, salute to Sancho, ASAP, I'm not bueno, Jack Henna, Rudy. Salute to everyone in the chat.
That's all you guys.
I can't see the chats. You guys can see the chats?
Yeah,
just
if you click on comments
on
in the
the
StreamYard.
top there, on the top
I'm
corner,
not-
the comments, it'll pop them up.
Which one? Which button?
Just say comment with the little notepad up on the top corner. You just click on it, and then it'll move your video over and bring up your comments.
Because watch. I'm gonna hit something here, and I'm gonna be knocked off the channel.
But
Fuck.
so as I was saying, fellas, like the common denominator is Mark. Mark needs to go. I completely agree. And I do agree that Brady would be a viable option, but there's a couple things that I think we should think about. One is Brady is under contract with Fox. So that would entail Brady breaching the contract that he has with Fox, which is a multi-year.
Fox don't give a fuck. They literally changed the rules for him this year to interview teams, go to their stadium, fucking meet with their players. Like Tom Brady is the fucking golden boy of the NFL, man. Their rules don't count for him, man.
So I hear you on that, but this is the other consideration, which I think is the bigger one. We're assuming that Brady would want to run the Raiders. He may just want to use it as an investment to make money passively, as opposed to being in the trenches and actually hiring a GM, managing the head coach, managing the roster, being deeply involved on the sideline. He may not want that shit because, I mean, he's probably looking at it as a broadcaster this year and saying, kind of like what Amari did before the season started, this shit is too much of a dumpster fire. This is too bad, too bad. I don't think I want to get embroiled in this. Now, I wouldn't want to blame him. Like, just think about it, guys. From let's just take the head coaching position standpoint. From a let's say a head coaching vacancy opens up. How attractive is the Raiders' job? Not very, right?
Fuck no.
and so I just think the Raiders are attractive as an investment, as a financial investment.
I mean, 5% of fucking $5 billion is $500 million. So I mean, it's not like he's not making crazy money, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Dustin. So, like, I think from a financial perspective, the Raiders are a lucrative investment. But when it comes to a football investment, like on the field, I'd say the fuck away from this, dude. Because, like, the past 25 years are telling me everyone's come here and everyone's failed.
See, that's why I've said That's why I've said this. Like, I would like Tom Brady just because he's smart. He reminds me of Al in so many ways of determination, player evaluation, all these things. Tom Brady is a very fucking smart and educated person. But I've told everybody the guy I would love to see on the fucking Raiders is fucking John Gruden because
That's
he
the same
stands
thing.
for
Yeah.
every single thing that Al stood for to this day, right this fucking minute. You know, we fucked him already numerous times where I don't know. I know, like I've said, the Raiders can technically hire John Gruden at any moment they want. There's no rule in the NFL that says that an NFL team can't employ John Gruden. But what I've said is you can't hire him as a head coach without the NFL approval. So the NFL has to approve him being an NFL coach, and they'll never allow that. But the other thing is if John was to become a part owner in the Raiders, and he took over the face, like, again, I think you got to be approved by the majority. I think that's how that works. You got to get approved by a majority of the NFL from individual owners for him to be the owner of the Raiders. I don't know if people would hold a grudge against him being an owner. Like, I don't know how that would work. In my opinion, like, I don't know. I've never really thought about it like technical.
Well, do you think he would probably not? He would have to give up the commentating job. You know.
I mean, with Gruden, I think a lot of things
Oh,
come into
Gruden.
play.
I'm sorry.
Like, he has his kids, he has his wife. He loves football. He's gonna go back and coach it anyway. So why wouldn't he be a great owner? Um, I mean, if somebody was gonna be devoted to the Raiders to turn them around to be great again, be a face of the Raiders when he goes out on the field and shows up. I mean, Chucky, it's just Chucky all day. He again, very, very smart fucking man. People sit and say like John Gruden doesn't draft good or not. John Gruden drafted Charles Woodson, which is Raider Hall of Fame, and John Gruden drafted Max Crosby, and he'll probably be another Raider Hall of Fame. So, in both tenders of John Gruden being a head coach for the Raiders, he drafted two Hall of Fame players that'll go down in the history books as some of the greatest players to ever play for the motherfucking Raiders.
And
So,
he found some other gems. Like he found the best punter in the league in AJ Cole. He fucking found Waller, who he made into a Pro Bowl All Pro tight end. He found Hunter Renfro in the 5th round, who he made into a Pro Bowler. Like the guy found some gems for sure.
yeah, I
Good
mean, he
points.
drafted Aqib Talib, dude, for Tampa Bay. I mean, he turned Keyshawn Johnson's career around for fucking from the Jets to Tampa. I mean, John Gruden most definitely knows how to evaluate, coach, and train players. Like, he most definitely knows what he's fucking doing. Just because some fan that's never fucking coached or even talked to a fucking player in his life, let alone trained him on the field, fucking can sit and talk about how John can teach somebody or not. Like, John is like Pete 20 years ago. Like Pete might have that player connection still and be able to talk people, but he doesn't have that same, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, he doesn't have that same kindle the fire with the individual people these days. He's way older. A lot of these guys are younger. There's just a respect line of who he is, what he's done, things of that. Like, there's other coaches that really insert themselves, like a Dan Campbell, that are right up in there. Dan Quinn, like, you have a lot of players, Sean McVay, Andy Reid. Like, you have a lot of fucking upfront motherfuckers. So I just feel like and I just feel like Pete don't have a playbook either on the sideline. He's not really running anything at the end of the day when the game's going on. Can he call timeout? It's like giving a guy in a retirement home a whistle. Fucking you can just run down and blow the whistle. You know, if you want to stop, just blow it. You know, let's talk about it. But I feel like how I've always felt, man, and I'm always going to feel this way. The coach needs to be offensive coordinator for the Raiders. It's just been the better success rate for the Raiders as a whole is having a good offense, especially more in the modern day versus in the older day. And probably in the older day, probably still would say the same, but it's a different game. It's a different way. Bad players were good players then because you can just kick someone's fucking face in, you know, like there's a lot of people that would play into this era that it wouldn't work the same. It's just penalties, flags, fucking just a lot more people are on a lot more steroids and can afford it more than they could back then. The game's at a whole different level now, you know. So I'm not going to discredit what they did then, but I'd say just fast forward, put them here. We don't have the same action. We, as an NFL team, don't have physically anybody at the moment, right? But when the New York Jets were or Giants were playing, everybody felt the same way about that team. Went out and got Russ, fucking put all this money, brought him over here. He's the fucking face, and they didn't give a lot of money. I think it was like 10 million to begin with, but you know they were looking for him to rejuvenate this team with neighbors, everybody. Just think about it. The defense was sucking. The offense was sucking. The team sucked. They changed one fucking player. They pulled Russell Wilson out. They put Jackson Dart in. And Jackson Dart has he almost took out three of the better defensive teams in the NFL just in his start. Takes out the Chargers. Takes out the fucking Eagles. Damn near took out the fucking Broncos if they wouldn't have let up and gave up a 33-point gap in the fourth quarter. He takes out three of the better teams in all of the NFL, and all they did was change the damn quarterback. Teams start playing good when the quarterback is playing good. Defenses step up. People feel a need of playing. Geno doesn't give that a surgeon to say when he's at the helm, everybody wants to play the whole game. You know, defenses start quitting too because they say, well, he ain't scoring. Why the hell should we keep being, every fucking down? Max will be who he is. I've said it. That's the thing that bugs me about when people talk about Max's leadership and all this shit. Max is the only player that plays at a high level on the whole defense. It's just what it is. He's done it the whole entire time. There are plenty of people that's been here for 4 or 5 years, and they've been playing with Max, and they don't fucking play at those levels. Like, they don't match those motherfuckers. The only people that's really matched him was Yannick Ngakoue and fucking crazy fucking Chandler Jones. Like, but he ended up being fucking nuts. And maybe that's what it takes to be on Max's level is just fucking nuts. But when we sit here and say, like, our players getting better, I'm not going to lie. The line is getting better. But the secondary is straight shit, and we're okay with it. I mean, I don't know.
Not just that, Dustin. I agree with you. The secondary is playing poorly, but also part of it is scheme because fucking P can't get away from cover 1 and cover 3, especially just playing cover 3 80-90% of the game. They're going to chop you death by 1,000 cuts and just eat you alive underneath, and that's what happened. Like, you got to switch up the scheme. You got to try to confuse and disguise your design. You got to try to show cover 1, but it's really cover 2. Show man, but it's really zone, and vice versa. There's really no complexity to the scheme. There's no layers to it. So quarterbacks are just going to eat it alive. Imagine if you're the offensive coordinator scheming against the Raiders. All you have to do is like line up a bunch of cover 1 and cover 3 beaters. That's what we're doing all game. And that's exactly what they're doing to us. They're just chopping us up little by little. And that's actually like the worst kind of defeat. So even the game on Sunday, right? It's not like the Chiefs were like killing us over the top. Yes, they did have a couple of big plays, but they were just like eating us alive. 7 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, maybe another 12, another 15. and just
Ease.
consuming us. Yeah, so just like death by 1,000 cuts. And I don't know what it is with Pete just being so married and tied to that scheme. Like that scheme was successful 15 years ago. Like the NFL has evolved. They have solved it. And I'm not saying, hey, you don't play cover 3 zone at all. Like that's not what I'm saying, but you got to mix it up a little bit and maybe help out some of your players like on the back end that are struggling and maybe
Yeah,
take out one of the worst cornerbacks who's playing right now, which is Caillou Blue Kelly. Like, think about that. Like, I feel like Pete has shown me that he has such a big ego and he wants to prove himself right that he's unwilling to make really significant decisions in the betterment of the team, which means benching Gino, which means demoting his son from offensive line coach, which means removing Caillou Blue Kelly as a starting quarterback, which means moving JPJ to center. Like all of these things are obvious to us as fans. And I mean, Dustin has heard me say this on other lives before. I don't get paid millions of dollars to plan a game, to game plan, to think about who's playing, who's not playing, to cut down the roster to 53, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't spend 80 hours a week watching film. I got other things to do, frankly. But I see some obvious mistakes, some obvious holes in the team. And how is it that guys like us who are fans, who are passionate fans at that, but, you know, last time I checked, I don't get a paycheck from the Raiders. Like, we're able to see problems. Like, we're able to see these problems, but, like, they can't. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, man. It's just, I mean, there's some things that are so obvious. And, I bought up on the hopium like I do every year. And, just to get disappointed again. But I don't like the decisions they're making. I just don't like it, and uh, I really feel like everything that comes out of Pete's mouth is a fucking lie. And you can't build a team from something like that. That's all I gotta say.
Let me ask you guys this. Basically, in my eyes, what Pete is doing, what he's done with this team, is he's played favorites. Gino
Yes,
is teacher's pet. Caillou
yeah,
Blue Kelly is teacher's pet. Like all
yeah,
these ex-Seattle guys are untouchable.
right.
His son is untouchable. And people start losing respect for a guy who clearly plays favorites. Listen to the press conference from yesterday, the way that he threw Kenny Pickett under the bus for fumbling the snap. And I get it.
Oh, that pissed me off.
Kenny fumbled the snap. Like we all know that. But he said in the press conference, "Oh, I put Kenny in, and there he goes. He messes up the first snap." He has never said, despite Geno Smith throwing 10 interceptions, he has never
Right.
said that Geno has
Or
messed up
him
on any of those
fumbling the
picks.
ball. Or him
That's what I
fumbling the
said
ball.
earlier.
You
Yeah.
know, like
Just
fuck
think
him.
about that, guys. He's defended Geno. He doesn't even call him
Right.
Geno. He calls him G.
I don't need to think about it. I know. I mean, I've seen it, and that's what pissed me off about the whole Kenny Pickett pummel thing was, he's sure to jump on that, to prove his point. I'm an old man. I'm 62. I know Pete Kelly's 74, whatever. You know, he's just so set on his ways that he is not going to admit that he does something wrong. I don't get that. I to jump on Kenny Pickett for that and let Gino escape with 7 touchdowns passes and 10 interceptions and nothing said about that is just fucking bullshit.
The thing that scares me the most is that if we end up with the top, let's just say top 2 to 5 pick, let's just say we're right in the 2 to 5, and we can get a quarterback like fucking Ty Simpson, and they want to pick a O lineman, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna just straight fucking lose it because I'm gonna say for one, you can't evaluate an O lineman to save your life. So you want to put Meredith that reminds you of Jason Kelce, Hall of Famer, and you want to take Jackson Powers from center to guard, and we're just struggling hardcore. But you want to pull out JPJ and say he's the fucking problem when JPJ has played just damn fine before you got here. And now you want to go draft an O lineman over our quarterback because you think G is the man. I'm going to fucking snap. I'm going to just snap, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to take it anymore because it is clear as, I mean, listen, if God was able to come back and stand and everybody's up in the sky where everybody can see him and just be as blatant as day, the writing is just that is blatant that Geno should not be the quarterback. Like he cannot be the quarterback of the Raiders and have his future here to where we're not going to draft our quarterback future because Pete thinks G is the guy. Like we're going to be in some absolute trouble. And then this is where, again, we take 3 years. This is why I said you just might as well trade Max Crosby right fucking now. I mean, you might as well just trade him because if you're going to lose, what's the point in having him here? Do you keep Max here because, oh, he wants to be Raider for life? He, face this, blah, blah, blah. It's easy to be good on a shit team. It's easy to look good on a shit fucking team. Like our team's garbage, dude. Like if you can play half football, you're fucking best player on this team. Like I don't think you should just keep Max here, pay out all that money, and then like I've said, you got to have a true rebuild for this team, man. Like it's just every time I talk about this team, there's no logic to it at all. Like you can't keep Max when you suck. You're just fucking keeping a good player, shit fucking team. The way that the NFL is structured, is when your team starts sucking, and you need draft capital to get your team fucking better, you fucking sell a player worth value. It's just like equity in your home or property or your business or any fucking thing. When your company starts to fail and you're fucking broke, you got to give up shit. And in order to get fucking better, sometimes you have to give up something so you can get the money, put it in different areas, fucking start building that shit back up, make your company bigger, then reach back out, buy the shit you fucked up, start building that because you have structure behind there now. We absolutely don't have none of that. We're like, oh, damn, this fucking pole is 70 feet in the air. Grab that toothpick and put it next to it. That's what's going to hold up that beam. Like fucking toothpick. What the fuck you talking about? Yep, it's gonna hold that beam up, boys. You just watch. Fucking, we can't play like that, dude. And that's the only way we've been playing. Our team has no structure at fucking all. Logic says trade Max, get 2 first-round picks, dude. You'll have a total of 4 first-round picks over the next fucking 2 years. 1 from us, 1 from them. Fucking. You can use that to build up massive fucking equity that fast. Like I said, get a quarterback, get a wide receiver, boom, fucking offense takes off. Pay out fucking $20 million, get some fucking offensive linemen, dude, out of this year's upcoming free agency. You got plenty of good fucking linemen. You can fix your offense that fast, that fucking fast. And draft quarterback, wide receiver, go fucking buy some offensive linemen in free agency. Offense done. You don't have to invest in any other fucking positions. You're not looking for another receiver and fucking 10 other guys. You're not looking for a halfback or a tight end. You already got it. The offense is ready to go.
Dustin, this is another point I wanted to add was, let's say I agree with you. I think we need to trade Max. I think we should get the most that we can from him. And this is optimal time. And I know a lot of Raider Nation, if they hear this, are going to get probably like a little bit upset. But I said the same shit about Colton Miller last year. Max is now getting hurt, guys. He got hurt last year, and he got hurt this year. He got hurt this last game. We're lucky that it happened before the bye week. And I don't want to put bad juju in the air. But Max is approaching 28. I think he's around there, around that
He
age.
had 6 surgeries in 2 years, dude, and then now comes back and gets hurt again.
Yeah, exactly. So Max, he plays so damn hard, right? We all agree that probably the hardest snap to snap player in the entire league. That it's a liability for him. Like those type of guys, you got to save them from themselves. And I actually blame the previous coaching staffs who like played this guy like 99.7% of the snaps. Like it was fucking crazy. Like they should have pulled him. Like you got to pull a guy like that. So my point is, like, you trade a guy who is, and I don't want to put this out there, but I'm just going to say who's now becoming a bit injury prone, and you get as many assets as you can from him. I said the same shit about Colton Miller like last year. Like this guy just got hurt a couple years in a row. I wouldn't pay him. And here we are. He gave us 3 fucking games. So we just got to be smarter. Like we love our players. That's the thing about Raider fans, right? We get really, really tied to certain players, but we can't think about it that way. When you're running the Raiders as a business, if you run any business, you got to make it impersonal. And it's not about being cold-hearted or anything like that, but you can't tie yourself to certain players because what is it that we say all the time? No player is bigger than the shield, but we don't put it in practice. We got to put it in practice.
Absolute will.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
do
I
you think
mean,
about that?
in my opinion, dude, I think if the Raiders were to move off of Max at the DN position and people say, like, how are you going to replace him and this and that, I'd be like, I'm not going to replace Max, dude. What I'm going to do is go get 2 fucking solid corners. You know, like I think Porter under the right defensive coordinator can make fucking Porter a damn good corner right now. So I'm going to draft another fucking good corner in the earlier round this year or the following year, and we're going to put him out there too. I'm going to focus in the secondary versus in the inside. I'm going to get DNs that are just like a Malcolm Kuntz and Tyree Wilson. I don't need the most fanciest guy. I mean, fucking, what was his name? Chasem or whatever. Fucking, you just need somebody that's got some high energy that can get after some people. This is how I believe. A lot of people say, well, if you can get pressure on them from the line, you're going to be able to win the game. Well, I kind of disagree because if a quarterback is a good quarterback like Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady or anybody that has a good sight for the game, when he hikes the ball and he knows your front four is coming after him, he just looks right over the top of them and says, okay, I'm going to hit my fucking receiver right here in this pocket that's going to be wide the fuck open because everybody's coming after me. They find holes, they find pockets. They know your where you think your strength is, they know where your weakness is. Like they know how to dismantle you. And all I would say is it's like for us, our quarterback can't get it past 20-yard line. The defense has no consistency whatsoever outside of Max just going full bore every fucking play. If the corners were able to,
I do like
more
Jamal. I'll say
pressure-
that. I'll give Jamal his flowers. I do like Jamal.
Yeah, he's been good. Same with White. If you were to be able to give the corners time to press the receiver, and the average pocket time as a quarterback before contact or having to move out of a pocket is average right around 2.5 and 2.8 seconds, maybe little right around 3. So anywhere between the 2.5 mark and the 3-second mark, that's where contact usually begins, and you have to get in and out of a pocket. If the line is the only thing that the guy is competing with, he can just go right over. Your corners ain't pressing nobody. Like you're not stopping no one. The dude's just getting burnt. He just, all right, boom, throws it right over. But now let's flip the scenario. Let's say that your corners are pressing your receivers, and most routes to even get open have to run at least 2 seconds or more before a break, before a turnaround, for a dig, a hook. A streak will just stay running, so it's just going to be timing and one-on-one. it's going to happen in that 2-3 second mark. So statistics would say if it go into 3, the dude's trying to have to move out of the pocket. If the corners are pressed, who's the fucking quarterback going to throw the ball to? Now an average DN or an average DT is going to have plenty of time to get through the line. Even if it's 3 and 4 seconds, this average guy has a better chance to sack a quarterback versus us having a Max Crosby without the corners. Like, the corners matter. Like, it is the most crucial part in the game. I've literally said it. The most important part outside of quarterback is cornerback. They have to mirror the best receivers in the fucking game. The superstars, the fucking highlighters, the dudes that are being on ESPN highlights all the time. They have to mirror the best in the game. Going fucking backwards, looking over their shoulders, fucking trying to locate a ball and the player. Corner's job is easily second hardest in the game. And if you don't have them, you're just going to get burnt like we do all day long. I cannot remember a game that I've watched where we got mutilated. What did it say? What was the stats that I read? It said Raiders had, what did the Raiders had? 31 total snaps, 31 total plays played, and the Chiefs have 31 first downs. You know, like, that's crazy. That's hell crazy. They said that the average time of possession was under 18 minutes. It's the it's the slowest. It was the slowest non-scoring points gained for a team since the 1950s. Like, we broke some crazy records, dude, that haven't been broke since 1950. Like, just put that into perspective, dude. Like, you got to be horrible. Like, you have to be straight horrible. The game speed, the time, the game wasn't even played nowhere close. Your quarterback throws for
every single stat that you look up. I mean, 42 minutes plus for their offense. We had 17 minutes plus on our offense. We had three first downs. They had 30. I mean, they had one drive that matched our total for the whole. They had one 94-yard drive that matched our total for the whole game on offense. I mean, one drive. I mean, there's not one stat you can look at that is not.
Just think about it, guys. Where our team is at compared to last year, we've actually regressed
Big time.
Which is crazy, right? Because AP wasn't cooking. Like, AP was not doing a good job, but the team, you know, as bad as the team was last year, like, we weren't getting 3 first downs a game.
Look, we saying Jack Jones ain't on this team right now. We're not a better team at cornerback.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know, like, they didn't even play the guy one snap, and we cut him when we had him. Just like the way they flipped the fucking line, they've never played one fucking play with the line that the way it was, and they flipped it without ever playing it.
No, like, they didn't keep Jack Jones because he wasn't the 6'3", you know, cornerback that Pete loves. You know.
Same with Jacorian Bennett. They traded him.
Same thing with Jacorian Bennett. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they also got, you know, they didn't extend Divine Diablo.
Bennett is injury prone. I would have got rid of him for sure. The Jack Jones.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about Jack Jones is him running side by side with players, not tackling them. I think if you have a good aggressive coach, dude, like, listen, it's something like earlier somebody here was talking about the discipline to the player. If John Gruden was the coach on this team and Gino was throwing fucking balls, he'd be like, "Get the fuck over here. The fuck are you doing? You know, take a fucking seat and watch Peterman fucking show you how it's done." You know, like, what is Pete? Oh, hell, it's okay, Gino. It's okay. You know, fucking it's almost insane the way how do you say that you're going to develop players if you have that type of shit happening? Who are you developing? Like you're
Well,
not
how
nobody.
how do the other players feel about that kind of shit?
Fuck, I mean that's very true. But what do you think they're going to say? What do you think they're going to say? They play for the NFL PA, and they're gonna fucking not gonna say a fucking thing because they're gonna be like, well, it doesn't have anything to do with me, and I want my check. You know, like you can tell the way Gino talks. He literally said, "Hey, you can't motivate these guys." Like that's what he wanted to say. Fucking, but he switched his shit up in the middle of the fucking word. But at the end of the day, he feels it. Everybody else feels it. Fucking Jermaine Pratt felt it. Jamal Adams has literally spoke about it recently too, the same way. Like, salute Ozzy. There's a lot of people that feel like, you know what this reminds me of? Josh McDaniels shit. Josh
Mhm.
McDaniels shit where you got fucking two sides fucking taking over the fucking team again. Like you have to have a guy like John Gruden for the Raiders coach. Like I don't care what anybody says. John Gruden he fucking will yell at you. He will demand you to fucking play this game at a high level. He will demand you to respect this motherfucking team, know the history of this team, know fucking why you're playing for this team. Like John Gruden is the motherfucker you need. And these other coaches that are just sissy ass bitch motherfuckers that are too afraid to hurt someone's feelings. We're playing a man's fucking game. Sometimes you need to piss a guy off to make him better. Like sometimes people play better when they're pissed off. Like these guys fucking they want to sit him down and tell him, sit on my knee and let me coddle you. You need help? Are you okay? Did that poor man hit you? Did that guy hit you? You okay? Like we're playing like the worst. We're playing the worst example of football, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I feel fucking bad even being a Raiders fan, dude. Like if I'm just being honest, like I feel bad being a Raiders fan because this isn't what we were meant for. I've always said Raiders are take a motherfucker out, dude. Fucking Al said it for himself. Like we don't take what they give us, we take what we want.
Right.
Like we're not taking shit. We're not taking shit. We talk about excellent, fucking just win, baby, all these fucking slogans. We can barely even use them. We can barely even use them.
Pride and poise.
Yeah.
What happened to all? Yeah,
You
it's
barely use
man.
it to begin with. So I feel like at the end of the day, that's why I've said earlier in the show, it's just a money grab. It's just a money grab. It's the dude sitting in the back room fucking saying, oh, another logo sold. All right, fuck, where's the money? Like it's a money grab.
Well, that's the whole thing when they moved to Las Vegas. Because I mean, I think I mentioned it before. I was a 17-year season ticket holder in the Black Hole in Oakland, and as, as soon as all this Las Vegas shit turned up, I knew what was going to happen. You know, the Raider fans were not going to be able to afford it no more. Not the true blue Raider fans. The ones the average, Raider fans. And it was going to be a definite switch in culture. And we talk about culture so much, but let's not forget about, the Raider nation, and the culture they brought to the team. And it's not there in Vegas because, you know, I know a guy that had season tickets with, in the black hole with me that had bought season tickets for Vegas, and he can only go to a couple games a year because that's all he can afford. You know, it's where was when I had season tickets to Oakland, I just drove to Oakland. The tickets were like $120. They started out like $60 when I first started doing it. Now it costs like, I've been to two games in Vegas and it cost me like $3,000 for each trip. It's- Blue collar fans can't afford that shit.
It is very true. It's very true.
Guys, you know a team is bad like ours when we spend more time talking about two things. One, we talk about the past, about the glory days.
Uh-huh.
Number two, we talk about the draft perpetually and how to rebuild. We've had these same conversations for damn near quarter century now. That's what 25 years is. And I know we made the Super Bowl back in 02, 03, but it's almost been a quarter century since we've had something to talk about. And I know we had the 2016 Raiders and the 2021 Raiders who made the playoffs. But it's gotten to the point where actually like other fan bases are actually just feeling sorry for us. There's a friend of mine who's also a Raider fan. He said there's a Chiefs fan at his work. The Chiefs fan actually didn't even rub it in. He just told him, man,
He felt that bad for us.
he felt that bad. He felt like Andy Reid did in the press conference when he said, "Hey, like I feel bad for Pete."
You know, like if we all knew that we were trading Derek Carr and would have ended up with these quarterbacks, we would have never agreed to let Derek Carr leave. And I keep trying to say, like, every year we've talked about we need a quarterback, we need a quarterback, we need a quarterback. This year can't be no different. If we are the fucking top 5 worst fucking team, we need to trade. We need to fucking do whatever the fuck it takes to make sure we get a fucking quarterback. I've said this. If you look up the statistics on fucking the Raiders signing free agent quarterbacks, guess what? They've never had any fucking luck with it. They've never had any luck with free agent quarterbacks. They've never had any luck with traded quarterbacks. Now, I'm not talking about post 2000, okay? Anything behind 2000, I'm not bringing up any deals of that. But post 2000, any player we signed during free agency never worked out for the Raiders. Didn't matter who his name, including Dante Culpepper, Aaron Brooks, fucking all kind of good players in the early 2000s. The only success that we've had with quarterback play was drafting Derek Carr in 2014. And people got to remember, Derek Carr went like 10 games or 11 games without even winning a game. And then he won 3 games in a row, and then they lost again, to end out. So Derek started his success after having bad success. But the difference was they gave him a chance to develop, to be able to get better, and he did get better. But statistics say the only success we've had at quarterback is by drafting one over the last 20 years. So it doesn't matter who we trade for, doesn't matter who we fucking sign in free agency, we're not going to have success with it. Now, everybody can live in the Jamarcus Russell time or not, but these are factual truths. Jamarcus Russell was the best quarterback in that year's draft, and it wasn't even fucking close. Jamarcus Russell had the better arm. Jamarcus Russell can sit on one fucking knee, throw the ball 80 fucking yards downfield. Jamarcus was easily the better player. But there's a big difference when a player gets $63 million or $62 million, whatever it may have been at that time. I think it's like 58 or 62 million, somewhere right in there, which was one of the second biggest contracts in the NFL at the time outside of Mario Williams. And Mario Williams sucked ass, and he was fucking garbage, and he hurt their franchise hella bad. So when Jamarcus got paid, and he didn't want to study film, and he didn't want to be the best quarterback he can be at that time, Jamarcus was the one that failed the team, and it wasn't even close. And was it a fault on the Raiders and them picking it? No, it wasn't a fault on them. The player was easily the most qualified player at the point in time. There's massive deals with Jamarcus not wanting to study film, getting tape and fucking saying that he watched it when he didn't watch it. Money changes people. That's why the NFL created the rule that NFL drafted players, first round picks, no matter if it's first overall or not, their 5 years will not reach the fucking 50 million. You know, like it's only like 40 million, 45 million. Like they capped that shit due to the Mario Williams, Russell Wilson, or Jamarcus Russell fucking errors. So my point is like I believe we already have the offense. I strongly believe it. Even if you don't get a wide receiver one and just stay with Jacoby and you drafted fucking Ty Simpson, I believe the team would start winning right away. You'd start winning right away because you would have a quarterback that reads progressions. You have a quarterback that's got an arm to throw across the middle of the field. You have a quarterback that fucking can hit people downfield on accurate passes, not throwing in double and triple coverage. Like young players see the field a hell of a lot faster and quicker. They just come out of a college atmosphere, and every guy on this team right now is a younger fucking guy. I feel like you can fix the offense very easy. But you know what they're going to probably sit here and say? Oh, hell, just give Geno one more year. Just give him one more year. We'll see. Man, if they do not draft a fucking top quarterback in that fucking top pick, if we stay down, and that's the other thing that pisses me off. Like, they're going to win pointless games. They're going to win pointless games. We're going to have the second overall pick. They're going to win stupid fucking pointless game at the end of the year and move us to the fucking 6th or 8th pick, dude. Fucking, like, the team just irritates the fuck out of me. Like, you can't even lose right. Like, you can't even lose right, you know? Like, it's just insane. Like, at a certain point, there has to be a fucking deal where the organization, at an organization point of trying to get better, you're gonna say, like, we don't need to win this game. Like, we fucking already suck. We don't need to win this game, so we can say, oh hell, we got fucking second pick to the 6th fucking pick. Like, I would rather fucking lose the game, get the second overall pick, and fucking help the team be better. Like, what good? Like, this is the other thing about the Max Crosby trade. If you trade Max for 2 first-round picks to Dallas, which would probably be the better bid for us, because will they win games and be a little bit better? Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. But the odds of them just going to the Super Bowl and playoffs, like, I can take my chances with putting stock into there and having like let's say a 15 to 20 pick. But if you're trading Max over to, I don't know, the Bills, like, why would we fucking trade him to the Bills if all we know they're going to go to the Super Bowl? So now we have a fucking first round 32nd pick. Like, that kind of shit wouldn't make no sense. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you're trying to better your team, you want to have as many high first round picks, second round picks or not, that you can, you know, closer to 1. Because that's where the fucking value is 1, not fucking 10. Like, the fall off on players sometimes go real quick, you know? So, I don't know, man. I feel like if we were to get a quarterback that's young and can fucking play the game, we would fucking be winning right now, man. Like, I feel like they backdoor Aiden every fucking time. Aiden's going to come off this injury, and they're going to be like, hey, Aiden, can you start, please? Like, fucking, can you start us at week 12? I'm going to be like, motherfuckers, all you guys said you didn't even want Aiden. All you guys said you didn't want him playing. You didn't fucking want him, and now you're like, yep, let's play the fucking guy. You know, like, I would just say, fuck it, play Cam Miller, fucking see where he's at, go from there. Because I hate when people are just trying to use a motherfucker. Like, fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Pete's gonna play anybody but Geno until he gets injured. I just don't. Yeah, and he's stuck on him. I just don't see anybody else getting a chance.
G can do no wrong, guys.
Well, as far as Pete Carroll says,
Salute Big Daddy.
I mean, even if you flip his interceptions over with his touchdown, it still sucks. You know, I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah, no, it's awful. I mean,
He's a 13-year veteran, man. I mean, I'm sorry. Look at all these other quarterbacks that are stepping up, coming into teams, and excelling, or at least showing some sign of promise. And look what Gino's done. Nothing but interceptions. Bad, not just the interceptions, but the bad passes too. I mean, Mr. Accuracy. I haven't seen it, you know, y- except at times. But I mean, it's just bad. I don't care. Fucking throw, get Minshew back. I don't give a fuck. Anybody but Gino is just, you know, I'm done. I'm done.
and Seattle's laughing at us, guys. We have their
Yeah,
hand-me-downs and they're laughing at us.
yeah. Look at that one fan at the preseason games at Bigger Bust, Jamarcus or Gino.
He was
That
right.
fucker was right.
It's crazy. He was right. And you had some content creators saying that we're going to the Super Bowl.
Said that guy didn't know what he was talking about. Gino was going to throw for 5,000 yards. Going to have 20 fucking 5 touchdowns. I mean, I remember what all these guys said. They just dumb.
Sometimes it sucks being a Raider fan, but you know what? We're going to continue to be a Raider fan. It's not a thing you can get away from. You're just going to be a Raider fan no matter what. And
You,
and
you know what's
sometimes it
wild?
sucks, but you know what? What the fuck?
That's like that
So-
Jets fan they interviewed coming out. That kid, they
Oh, I
stopped.
heard
him,
that. I
asked
saw
him
that.
how he
Yeah.
felt. He said, I fucking hate this team. He's like, I was fucking born into it. I'm always gonna like the Jets, but I fucking hate this team. I was just like, fuck, I feel you, bud. Like, fuck, I feel you. I just feel like some people know, man. Like some people know you're just not gonna get better. And I feel like it starts with Mark, dude. Like I don't care what anybody says. Like when Mark says the shit he said at the owners meeting, man, you just know you're like, well, we're in a circus, man. Like we are literally in a circus. Like we are
We're,
playing the worst football, and we don't want to fucking just fire a guy for nothing. Like, oh fuck.
you know what I think about most true blue real Raider fans is I'd say 70% of them. We're not looking for a Super Bowl. We just want to be competitive. I mean, to play every game and think, okay, we got a chance. But just give us that. That's all we're asking. Just be competitive.
Sometimes you need to fire a guy to get a little pep out of their step, like sometimes you just got to set examples to let people know, like, we're not fucking around. And I feel like here it's like you don't want to fire nobody because how people feel. They don't want to let a guy go or trade him because, hey,
Right.
what he's done. You got to also remember the guy's getting paid 30, 35 million a year. Some of these dudes getting 10, 15. Like, I don't know what more, like, show me somewhere that they're going to pay us any of that kind of money. They're not. And to go out there for 17 games and make even $1 million is fucking great money. Like we don't get a lot of games throughout the season to begin with. So if we're not coming out here and evaluating the players as we're going to only get better, then we're hurting our team. We need to come out here from week 1 to week 4, you have to have a fucking time frame of how they're playing, what they're doing, who's developing, who's uprising, who's downfalling, how did the team look in the beginning, how do they look in the end, are they still playing at a good level when they play good and bad teams? Like, is it the same energy? Does this team fall off? Does this team pick up? Like, you got to evaluate your players and your team to be, to keep yourself honest, dude. But when you're playing these people and you sit here and say, well, we suck here, we really fucking suck here. And then you go up to the podium and you tell people, oh, yeah, we're getting fucking better. These guys are practicing, they're solid, and you're doing this week in, week out, 6 weeks later, 7 weeks later. It's the same story, different deal. Like, we're just sitting here hindering our team off of, we had $30 million still in cap. We could have went and signed an O lineman and a fucking corner. We did neither. We could have fucking traded Jacoby in the beginning, so it wasn't a hinder now. All the trade talks between everybody, I feel like when the Raiders have to literally come out 1 hour after the Dallas Cowboys called to make a trade for Max Crosby, the Raiders felt that they needed to contact Max, call him down, and tell him in person that they weren't going to trade him and that they view him as the face of the franchise and so on. This is how you run the fucking team, okay? If you don't,
who doesn't think Max might like go, fuck Dallas? They got a better chance than we do.
Max don't have any say, like, and that's the
I
thing.
know that, but I mean,
that's why I think about like
you not think that thought entered his mind?
Well, this is where I think like this is my personal opinion. This is why I feel like the head coaches, GMs, and so on are like women. Okay, they're like women. There's only fucking 2 people that know about the phone call. It's the fucking general manager on the fucking Cowboys that are fucking calling over to the motherfucking general manager on the fucking Raiders.
Right.
And he's fucking asking him, hey, you thinking about moving off Max? No.
What's he gonna take?
Problem. Hangs up. Fucking who the fuck told the story about told them about that story? I know for sure that general manager turns around, somebody walks in, he's like, you're not gonna believe this. Fuck, Cowboys hit us up about Max. Oh yeah? Fucking the fucking Cowboys did? Yep, fucking dude walks out. Boom, TMZ fucking story. Right away, instantly. Fucking it just airs out. But why do you put that out there? See, if the GM says, hey man, we don't like he answers the phone, the fucking guy says, hey man, I want to see if you want to trade up Max. He's like, nah, I'm not really interested in it. Well, we're gonna give you either. We don't care about the picks. Long story short, hangs up the phone call. Person walks in. Why does he even need to talk about it? He denied the trade. Trade's not there. It just was fucking pointless conversation. But in this case, I think you put that information out there so it gives a morale boost, because that's the only thing I can see it being like, no, Max is our guy even if we're losing, type shit. So I feel like the Raiders are like, they're like, this front office is manipulative. I feel like they do certain things for certain reasons. I feel like we could have been better in the beginning, but we chose not to be. I feel like we chose dynamic to do for a 2013 team where we needed to tall everybody, and then fucking this team just fell apart. And I feel like the game is out past Pete. I think it's out past frickin' Chip, and I think it's out past frickin' Patrick Graham. I mean, Patrick Graham can't stop the run. It's just facts. Team run all over him all day. If you want to just go win the game, just run the ball. Fuck, you're getting first down every time. So, Pete or Patrick just fuck can't do it, dude. The offense can't do it. Pete, fucking horrible coach. I don't know. the Raiders are always a bunch of fucking, misfits. It's like you can't just be out there and be like, "Hey guys, how you doing? You want to be friends?" Like you got to be like Gruden, man, where you're like, "You dumb motherfucker," get the fuck over here. Like you got to have somebody that's strict to the guys, man. Like, and I've always said our mentality isn't like everybody else's. Like we're not groomed like little fucking weird demos, man. Like either way, whatever. My opinion.
No, I totally agree with you on that, Dustin. I mean, the Raider Nation is a different nation, and it's different from every other team. There's nobody comes close to us, and I feel sorry for fans of other teams that don't have this bond that the Raider Nation has. Because Raider Nation equals Raider family. It's the same fucking thing, and we can suck as like we have been for all these years, but we can go on shows like this or just chat on shows like this and relieve that stuff, get some therapy because all of Raider Nation stands behind every single one of us. And there's nothing that any other team has that's close to comparing to what the Raider Nation has. So, God damn it, Raider Nation, kudos, and
That's facts, Mike. That's facts. And I was gonna end my comment with this, guys. And then I'll be in the chat. I
We're
think
gonna
everything
sign
that
off here soon, anyways, because I got to get up early and it's already 11:30, and I'm already
yeah,
about to pass out here.
yeah, I'm about ready to crash too.
yeah, Mike. I mean, I think for you and I think Dustin, all of you guys like summarized like really excellent points in terms of the state of Raider Nation. And I think where we land is like the same place where we started, right? Like where do we begin? And I think the answer we all know is it starts with the owner. Like, but it's like, how do you force a guy to sell the team? How do you force a guy to relinquish power? How do you force a guy to do something that seems so obvious to us, but obviously goes against his ego, his thirst for control? I'm not sure, but ultimately, that's I think the only way that we'll see like massive change with this team is if, as the title of this, of this live said, hey, trade Mark Davis is if we trade him, if we get rid of him, if we absolve ourselves from Mark, we thank the Davis family for shepherding this organization for 60 plus years. But I think it's time for us to, get a new leadership, get new ownership so we could actually see some change because otherwise, we'll be in the gutter forever, man. But with that, I'm gonna say go Raiders. Even though it's tough being a Raider right now, I'm not gonna change. I've told this to Dustin before. If the fucking Titanic is sinking, I'll be right there playing the violin still,
There you go, man.
Like we just gotta keep doing that. But always great talking to you, Mike and Dustin. Thanks for the invite, man. Always great chatting with you.
Oh yeah, anytime, bro.
Nice
Anytime.
talking to you too as well, man.
See you, brothers.
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot of problems here. I mean, we'll just have to see what Pete does by the end of this year. So we'll see if Gino gets better. We'll see if the team gets better. We'll see if their play call gets better. We'll see if they open up the field. Do they run the ball more with Genty? I mean, there's a lot of shit that we got to do. So,
There's a lot of shit, yeah.
and I mean,
But
we still have this week of trading.
I I know Dustin, you will be there. You
Oh,
know,
fuck. I'll be
no
there.
matter what.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
matter what.
I mean,
I mean,
I've always said you're already here, you've already dug in, and you're gonna have to stay honest to the team. But I think the more honesty that you talk about it, the more people see it, the more other people start talking about it, and then when they're in other people's chats or other people's deals and somebody says, hey, this guy, they're like, bullshit, this fucking guy ain't done that. But you can't just have a bunch of parrots mimicking the same shit all the time without checking it, looking up stats, looking at who those people are, contesting them, knowing the game, playing the game. I mean, the quarterback is the most crucial, pivotal point in the whole entire team. If he's not pushing up points, you're not winning games. Like
Mhm.
I don't know how people don't see that. Defense can't go out there and win the game because they're a good defense. They got to still score points. Like you have to score
Mhm.
fucking points, dude. They have to pop up on the scoreboard, dude. And that's what an offense is there for. And Gino has zero, like, he is not that guy, dude. Like, he is not that
Oh,
guy.
well,
He
I
got
understand. I
too,
understand all that. I'm
yeah,
just all I was saying that we can fall back on a Raider Nation because this team sucks right
hell
now.
yeah.
I mean, it sucked for many years, and with a few decent seasons mixed in every once in a while, we've sucked. And it's just cool that Raider Nation never fails, you know, and with our team, never mind. I'm going off on the same thing I said before.
Yeah, I just think, like, I feel like where we're at as a team, you're gonna have to have a lot of things get changed. The O line, if the O line can't protect or be consistent, it doesn't matter what everybody else does. Receivers, halfbacks, everything. You gotta start in the front and fucking keep working your way back, man. I mean, it's a whole entire process, and it's not just, oh, if we fix the O line, we're gonna be better. You gotta fix the receivers. Then you're gonna have to fix the halfbacks. Then you're gonna go fix the corners. You're gonna fix safeties. You're gonna fixed linebackers. I mean, you're playing fucking Landon Roberts and coverage. I mean, you got a lot of problems. It's not just one
Hmm.
individual problem. So I think the Raiders, if they can't figure that out by the end of the season, it should be an automatic fire. I mean, I don't see how you hold on to them or want to keep them around at that point, but it is what it is. But if you have anything else you want to talk about, otherwise I'm gonna hop off right now. So I need to
No,
go
I'm
finish.
about ready to hop off too. No, I mean, I'll love my Raiders forever, but it's looking bad right now. I'll just leave it at that. But never gonna waver from my Raiders.
Hell no. All the way till we die. We just hope we get to see a winning
Yeah,
team at some point.
womb to the tomb, man.
Yep. All right. Well,
All right.
shit, man. Appreciate you popping up like always, man. Really do appreciate it. We'll probably go live again Saturday night or Sunday night, depending on how the week works out. Um,
Okay.
I'll hit you back up, man. Give you an invite again, like always, and go from there. But really do appreciate it. And outside of that, I really do appreciate all you guys showing up in the chat. If you want to give a shout out real quick, Mike, before we hop off, more than welcome to do that.
I mentioned before, but Raiders underscore football. One of the channels I go on with Europe Jurors and Raider Shield family is supposed to be. We're supposed to be coming on back on this next month, November. Nabman was here earlier, and but that's about. I don't have my own channel.
Hell yeah, one day you'll get it though. So
Don't really want one. I like popping up on other people's shows.
hey,
It's
I
a
ain't
lot
gonna lie,
easier
dude.
that way, man.
It's always easier
You
that way,
guys
man.
got all that shit to deal with, man.
I 100% agree with you, man. I 100% agree with you. I remember the days it was easier just hopping over there and talking like it's shit too easy, but
Yeah, that's my role. I'm happy with my role.
yeah, I've got to
I'll
make
just be a
thumbnails, gotta make edits,
guest
gotta
or
make
a co-host.
illustrations, all
Okay.
that shit, man. It
Yeah.
gets fucking to it.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like I said, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Outside of that, we'll catch you probably on Sunday night, man, for sure. Talk about, well, we're not even playing after the game this week. So we'll just talk. We'll probably
Uh,
just hit up if something breaking happens or something happens. If Max gets traded or Jacoby or
oh.
like that, then we'll come back on here and talk. I just want to point out again, I believe the Raiders should trade for Reek Woolen from the Seahawks, dude. Why Pete's still here? I think we should most definitely try to trade for that kid.
I'm ready for that too, man.
He's the only trade I care for right here in this trade deadline. He's the only trade I care for. If we can just get Woolen and play him with Porter, we're gonna be tough. You're not gonna be able just to push around those guys, man. I mean, fuck, them two corners are taller than most of these receivers. So I would most definitely push that direction if it was me. But then they'll probably never want to entertain it. They'll probably not make that trade. But
Mm.
if you could make that trade, I would make it right here today. So
Well, he's got the stats as far as his height, his weight, for Pete Carroll. So why not?
yeah. All right. Outside of that, we'll talk about it more later on this week. I hope you guys all have a great night. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.
Good night, everybody.